Hey guys, welcome back to the YKB, Why Keep the Box Collection, where we immediately destroy the value of our figures and free them for the plastic and cardboard prisons. It is Diablo. Lilith looks absolutely amazing. I don't know what McFarlane's been doing lately, but these figures have been looking absolutely amazing. Just look at the artwork, look at the white labeling, and the figure itself. Just spectacular. I don't know what McFarlane's been on, but I like it. So let's take Lilith to the table. All right, so we got Lilith here. Let's get her open. Hopefully she's not a disappointment like the Doomslayer was. And I intended all that shade to be heard and understood. Oh, there's her file card and her points. There's Lilith in the packaging. There is tape on this that you got to take off. All right, there we go. We got Lilith standing up. Let's get a little bit closer. And she looks absolutely amazing. But, you know, that's just like Doomslayer. He looked amazing too. It very much seems like they put all the money into Lilith because, you know, she can pose for the most part. Her arms and legs work properly. And she came with tons of accessories. Now I have her on the Doom stand because I want to show y'all the stand it came with and how, you know, it looks a lot better. But just looking at herself, cloth goods, you know, actual paint on it. But McFarlane hasn't been shy of paint up before. You know, softer rubber material. This figure really does look good. Let's go look at her accessories. Alrighty, first up with these accessories are these elite points. That means something. The Diablo card for Lilith. You can read that. Don't care. Here's the stand. And look, there's a peg, so you can put a peg in it. You know, we need this for all figures that fly. I love a flight stand that can double as a peg stand too. Her wings, would you really consider these to be accessories? They're supposed to be on her. I don't know. They don't move, but you know, they're there. There is a skull of what? I can't remember. I don't know. I really wasn't that much into Diablo. So, you know. There's these things. I have no idea what they are. No idea what they are. She comes with 3 faces. This one looks like her eyes are closed. If I can get it to look perfectly. This looks like she just ate or drank. Didn't know she was a vampire. Angry face. If I can get this stuff to... Angry face. She has the seductive face on her. She has 2 fisticuffs for all the deuces she'd be throwing up. Monster claws for all the scratching she's going to be doing. Staff holding hands. And she has soft open hands on herself. Probably the ones that she's used to hold whatever this skull is. But that's her accessories. It seems to be better than the Doom guy already. It really does. I'm just throwing a lot of shame on this figure because I'm just disappointed and they cost way too much to be disappointing me. Alright, so we got her standing up here. Let's get this stuff on her. Pretty easy plug and play. And before I do anything else, nope, can't hold her weight. It's typical. Oh, maybe she can. Right angle, she can hold her weight. Oh, don't tell me it's deformed. I knew this review was going too well for there not to be an issue. So it seems like these wings don't go in the best. But that's her with her wings. Ooh. Some jewelry under those arms. So these wings are an issue. Holding this head is an issue. I'm really trying to get her to hold this, but it doesn't seem like that is an easy accomplishment. It's kind of the way they just made it, where you can't really bend it in and the arms don't come out low and far enough to do it. Not easily. You'll need someone who's much better at articulation than me. But let's use this stand because it's here. There we go. We got Lilith floating. Looks pretty good. Looks fine, but if you can balance her the right way, she can float. It's nothing crazy. Let's take this off for now. And because these wings are a problem, let's take these off. So we can do the rest. Alright, let's get this faceplate changed out. Comes off that easily. There's drinking face. There is angry face. There is neutral face. And there is, I don't know, what would you call that? Seductive face? I think that's the best looking face. So, you know. That's that. Let's get these hands. There's just so many hands. But there's the fist. There's the grip. There's the claw. And regular magic soft open hands. So, you know, that's fine. It works. Did I mention this figure looks amazing? Really does. Let's go look at their articulation. Alright, she can do a T-pose, which is amazing. Arm can go all the way around. This still gets a little bit hindered, and definitely when these are on is gonna get in the way. But double jointed. You know, cloth is just a piece under here. And there's technically a bicep swivel in there, so that can do that. No butterfly. But has the excuse of having gigantic wings, so it's understood. Maybe not for everybody, but at least for her. Leg kicks. I said the leg thing gets in the way, but she can kick up high. Double jointed. Swivel, boot swivel, or leg swivel. Comes up, toe. So, you know. And cloth goods everywhere that look good too. Like, move out the way pretty easily and everything. This is a soft core, so she can bend in, crunch, but it kind of goes back up because whenever these we call it like overlay pieces, kind of have some bounce to them. So the head's on the ball, typical McFarlane stuff. So just got this wing in here, which isn't really the best at all because it does do a lot of popping out, like a lot of popping out. So they go forward, and then they technically can turn on their own, but man, they do not like to stay in at all. So see, that's a thing. Can't get it in. But, for a winged character, you should be able to. I'm a little bit down, be honest, because I'm reviewing her at the same time as I reviewed him, and he was a failure. He was the main pickup. She was, man, this looks good. But he's just a disappointment. She's kind of a, ray of sunshine. And it seems like mine is scratched. This was the only one they had on the shelf. They had like 3 of him on the shelf. She was the only one. But her articulation's good. Really good. Standard McFarlane female type of stuff. Final boss energy. That's all I gotta say. Alright, so I got Lilith standing here and bouncing. So here's her in comparison to the Doom Slayer. Looks fun. Realize it's a little bit too short, so I'll put him on a stand. But, looks fine. He's still a disappointment. And I just kind of wanted to show some of, like, gods and monsters I kind of had type of things from my collection. Real quick stuff. Like, here's a Oni spawn. Clearly Lilith outshines him. I got it from cheap, like $4 at Big Bad Toy Store. So here is a Hellboy. He's a 1000K knockoff. I love getting 1000K knockoffs. It's like, you get it for $20 and it has the same quality of a figure that's worth hundreds. So, it's pretty good. And there goes the wing again. But she bounces really easily and really fast. Here is a Marvel Hercules, just to see it. And the Marvel Thor. Way too cartoony, but I just was curious to see if it can work on my, what do I call that shelf? Like, magical shelf? Just like Masters of the Universe and, gods and stuff. So, like Thor and Doctor Strange and stuff. Here is the Batman Who Laughs, because I feel like he's the most kind of like demonic close thing I have to a demon in my collection. And they look like they're going to work together. They look amazing with each other. Really do. He is my favorite McFarlane character he's released. Here is Marvel Legends Lilith. Just, to compare. Clearly one super cartoony. Here's Khonshu. Because I was curious to see if she would fit with him. And he seems a little bit too dulled down, but the heads work. Weirdly, they work with each other. Maybe it might be the cloth goods type of thing. And him being all plastic. Clearly, McFarlane made a much better Lilith. like hands down. And here's Blackheart. Yeah, Blackheart ain't gonna work with Lilith. He has texture, but he don't have flavor. Lilith has all this flavor. She keeps on getting knocked down, but and the wings keep on popping out. This wing, I'm just like, I'm gonna have to super glue this in. Alright, since we got all that done, let's go see how tall Lilith is. She is about, I'll go and call it 8 inches to the top of her horns. She's gonna take about, that's 10 inches from side to side. Farthest out you can get those wings. She takes about, her wings take about 2 inches of depth, so, you know, Lilith will take up a little bit of space on your shelf. She's definitely making her presence known. And I'm very surprised that the McFarlane ankles are working. Really am surprised. But since I got that out the way, let's go see how she's going to compare to other figures not from her line. As I say that, I bring up a McFarlane Spawn. Halo Spartan collection. And she holds up pretty well because he's leaning on her. So, watch. So, she has some strong legs. NECA Turtle. McFarlane Multiverse. DC Multiverse. Loyal Subjects. And Star Wars Black Series. Marvel Legends. G.I. Joe Classified Series. Last but not least, SH Figure Arts. So I think Lilith works. You know, she's supposed to be the mother of all monsters, so, you know, very much works. Looks great. And she's a big opposing character. Which, you know, you want in a final boss. Which absolutely works. Let's just say Mephisto is not going to be her equal. And once again, you can see how she compares to Doomslayer. How she's magnificent. And he's subpar. So, what do I think about Lilith? She looks amazing. Cloth goods are good. Articulation's good. You know. This is what I wanted in this guy. And I know I've been doing a lot of complaining about this guy. And I'm not going to stop complaining about this guy. Because he is just a wildly disappointing. And she is magnificent. That's all I really got to say. Really wish I opened up her first. Would have made my day better. But for more reviews like this, come back to the YKB. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. This is an amazing looking figure.